You're first.
Okay, today's financials include a cash transfer from JFS's Children's Services Fund, the Family First Council for the first quarter state fiscal year 2020 commitment. Cash transfer from the Commissioners to the Board of DD for gas well proceeds from April through June of 2019. Encumbrances include a contract increase from the Commissioners for the State of Ohio University Extension, cost share for the remainder of this year, travel requests from DES for the Ohio Emergency Management Agency Fall Conference in Columbus, and vouchers include $32,123 from the Auditor's Office to the State of Ohio for the 2018 audit and financial reports, $19,078.63 from the Commissioner's Office to the City of Chardon for the 2019 third quarter payments for police prosecutor and pretrial release officer, $126,728.42 from the engineer to Roniak Paving Incorporated for resurfacing of Mentor Road sections G through K, and $65,905.50 from Water Resources to GPD for engineering services for the Chardon Township wastewater treatment plant and collection system project. And finally, a revenue certification for the Department of Development, Community Development for additional revenue being received to fund the contract for the strategic plan.
Just the pretrial release officer.
Yes.
And that payment. So we've just stayed steady at what we agreed to. I think before I was here,
2014.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was part of the heroin initiative and all that. Is that what that?
For the pretrial.
Pretrial, yes.
Okay, and so from my understanding, they want to give or consider Chardon wants to give raises to that officer. That goes along with their pay scale.
They have over the time they've been giving the raises to those individuals, and now they're at a higher rate. And what they want to do, what they proposed through the Muni Court is that we provide a portion of the payment of the salary and the other costs that they have based off of the cases that they're seeing, that so that we'd be at 55%, I think it was.
Well, I don't think that was
the counties.
I don't know if that was the original agreement. We'd have to go back and look at what the agreement was. I think
We've been digging into it, trying to figure out what
Yeah.
the original agreement was, but we're talking back in the early 60s.
That was the first thing I found, was
Yeah.
back in '64.
Okay.
And it looks like
But
it looks like it's never been any specific determination. It's just kind of been whatever the commissioners have decided to give it. That
I see. But I think this went along with the $500,000 that was spread throughout the county, correct? Where the heroin epidemic was at its peak. There was this money was allotted to all kinds of different things.
We've always since the early 60s provided a portion of
Okay.
of the prosecutors.
So even before this?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened in 2014 with the heroin epidemic, the opioid epidemic, was that we provided for the pretrial release officer 20 or 19,000 some, and then we added 5,000 to what we were paying for the police prosecutor for them to add an assistant prosecutor.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so and that took us, because we're still paying 35,000 for the police prosecutor, 5,000 for the assistant police prosecutor, and then the 19,000 plus for the
Pretrial release.
release.
Yeah, I'd have to, look a little more into that before agreeing to up that. I think we'd have to look at the caseload for one, but then also look at the difference between our pay scales. I mean, obviously, they're on a completely different tangent than the county.
Correct,
Chardon
and that's
is.
what I
Yeah.
went back and just looked at, just to have something, a base to work off of, was taking those 2014 numbers and increasing them based off of what the county has provided to the employees over that time.
And then
So instead of for like the police prosecutor and assistant prosecutor, what the city was asking for, I think, was about 55,000. We'd come up to 45.
And we're at
And
35,
say-
right?
We're at 40 total for the
We're at
police
40.
prosecutor,
Both
because
things.
it's 35 for the prosecutor and 5,000 for the assistant
Okay.
prosecutor. So the total for the prosecutors is 40,000. So that would come up to, if we followed ours, if we had followed what the county employees have gotten over time, they'd be at 45, and then the the pretrial release officer, I think, was 23,
23,
7,
24,
something like
somewhere
that,
in there, yeah.
And is that typical, like amongst other, say other counties and municipalities, where the county's participating in municipal courts? Is that normal?
Under the Ohio Revised Code, the county has the option to determine what they want to help with. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't speak to necessarily other counties, but
Okay.
my assumption is that there's some, because they are covering county.
Okay.
Cases.
The court, yeah, they are covering county cases that are
I see.
non-felony.
Right. So as of right now, we're short on the pretrial release, and we'll be short on the prosecutor.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
If there's because, correct me if I'm wrong, Adrian, but the city is billing us based on those numbers they wanted us to.
Correct.
Yeah.
To. So it's,
And we've been
we've been paying on what we've already what we've authorized. The
Well, we've been
40
paying
and-
the full bill up into
Up
the
until-
amount that we
And that-
agreed to.
Okay.
That's
So
why
they're
we're gonna be
billing-
short
they're-
these last
So they're
bills.
billing us.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Quarterly bills.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see, do you know off the top of your head where Chardon's, like what the percentage increase to the salary would be roughly compared to ours? I know we're roughly about 2 to 3%.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly
Okay.
what Sheridan's been.
And there's
doing their
multiple levels
increases
to
on.
theirs too,
Yeah.
because they have the cost of living as well as the step increases.
Correct.
Okay.
They do.
Okay. Well, okay, so get a motion to approve the financials for July 23rd, 2019.
So move.
Second?
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lund?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adrian. Okay. So the county auditor is requesting the board accept and execute, file the monthly statement of county finances filed by the county auditor for the months of January, February, March, April 2019 pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 319-15.
And the next one is the treasurer for the same thing.
Okay. County treasurer is requesting the board accept and execute the filed monthly statement of county finances filed by the county treasurer for the month of January, February, March, and April 2019 pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 319-15.
Make a motion on items 2 and 3.
Second?
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lund?
Yes. Okay. And Geauga County Airport, is there anyone here today? Airport?
No, this was sent
This-
by Rick.
This is just the reimbursement request for
Okay.
FAA
Okay,
for runway lighting.
so this is the last installment of this, or?
I would assume that there's probably gonna be one more after this, but the project, is complete for the most part, just a few
Okay.
little
There's
things
some
that are
little
left.
things that they need to account for, and then there'll be whatever the retainage in the contract was.
Sounds good. So do we want to get a reading on that one, please?
The Geauga County Airport Authority is requesting the board acknowledge and approve reimbursement request number for FAA Grant Project 3390054-020-2018 to install runway 1129 lighting, taxiway connector lighting, install runway 1129 end identifier lights, install precision approach path indicator, and install beacon and light wind cone in the amount of $73,433.11. $66,090 FAA portion, $3,672 ODOT portion, and $3,671.11.
Motion.
So move.
Second?
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lund?
Aye. Okay, Planning Commission, Linda. Morning, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good, good.
First one here is lot consolidation in the Hunting Valley Preserve subdivision in Chester Township. It's pretty straightforward. The owner owns sublots 8 and 9, and they're wanting to consolidate them together, and the grand total is going to be 9 acres.
Okay.
It's already one existing house.
And that's been reviewed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
This is your, if you don't have to unfold it.
Unroll the whole thing.
It's gonna make like,
Okay, do you want to get a motion, please?
So move.
Second.
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
Commissioner Lund? Aye.
Unroll the whole thing. We got a second one.
Yes.
Yes, the next one is similar, another lot consolidation for the public library in Bainbridge Township. Consolidated total is gonna be 7.11 acres to consolidate sublots 4 and 5 together.
Okay. And this was property that they owned, correct?
Yes.
So move.
Second.
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
Commissioner Lund?
Yes.
And there's the department.
Thank you.
And then with Ralph, we'll give it back to you for the
No, Ralph does not sign them because he is not here. He did not vote on their approval. But,
So is that the printer we were talking about, that'll do these?
Yeah.
the date is not filled in and Ralph's thing is not filled out. So if you wanna just leave them with me and then I'll get them to you.
Okay.
I'll finish them out and get them back to you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate it. Have a nice day.
You too.
Okay.
I'll cover the transit items here.
Okay.
Items 7 and 8 are together. Number 7 is just to amend the organizational chart for the transit department to add budget officer. And then number 8 is to advertise for that budget officer position. This is replacing Kate, who's retiring
Okay.
at the end of September. And she's currently a budget officer 2, but we wanted to go back to the budget officer. So because she had proven over time, she got bumped up to the budget officer 2, but really we need to go back to the budget officer.
Okay.
Advertise, so.
Okay. And if you've been over there lately, just to kind of get a feel what's going on over there and.
Been a couple weeks ago, and I had a meeting last week with Mike
Yeah.
on what's going on.
Okay. And, because we had a retirement there, right, with the number 2.
Well, they're still here.
Okay.
Both Kate and Jack are still
Okay.
here. They're leaving. Jack's at the end of August. Kate's at the end of August. Jack's at the end of September.
Okay.
So they're still here. That's what we're trying to get ahead of here. Is
Yeah, because if that,
Get
you
somebody
can
in
see what it would happen if both of them are gone.
Exactly.
And then the situation,
Yeah. Well, and then the next 2 items actually, I can go ahead and talk
Okay,
them right now.
okay.
Item 9 is Mike Casper retiring effective September 9th.
Okay.
And then item 10 is advertising for a director position.
Okay.
So we can kind of,
Very good.
again, trying
Yeah.
to get ahead of it. I don't know whether we'll be able to have a director in place before Mike retires, but
Yeah.
at least be working towards getting there.
Yeah, that's, this is the kind of situations you want to avoid,
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like
No,
I've been preaching, you want to have some succession plan. I understand there's some unique circumstances here, but like, you got a trifecta, and it's,
Yes.
the cupboards are bare there now.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, it was.
and we're pressed to go find it.
They were one of the ones that was on my list
Yeah.
to talk to about that. It's just things have happened
Yeah.
a little quicker. 'Cause
Yeah.
we knew Jack was going to go because he thought about going last year and then
Right.
put it off a year. Kate's was a surprise, and
Yeah.
Mike had.
You
some
never
other
like to
issues
be scrambling or
No.
forced into making a decision, that's why, preaching to the directors to always be thinking of their replacement,
Exactly. That's the way I've
Yeah.
always been. I've talked to them about it in the directors' meetings about, you need to be looking at who's going to replace you and as well as who's gonna replace each person in your department.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It's part of the management.
Bring them up and bring people up along so they can step in.
Okay, do you want to read 7, 8, and 9 together? Or no, we took a
Yeah.
motion, so just,
No,
we haven't-
we
we
7,
haven't
8,
done
9,
anything.
and 10.
okay.
Transit Department is requesting the board approve the revised organizational chart to be effective July 23rd, 2019. Transit Department is requesting the board grant permission to advertise for the position of budget officer number 2203. This position will remain posted until filled. Transit Department is requesting the board accept the retirement resignation of Director Michael Casper to be effective September 2019. And the Transit Department is requesting the board grant permission to advertise for the position of Director for 2201. This position will remain posted until filled.
Make a motion on 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Second?
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Got the next one here too.
All right.
This is a lease agreement with West Geauga Community Joint Recreation Center for the facility that's down on Chillicothe Road, just south of, not sure what's the cross street there.
Fairmont.
Fairmont, sorry.
Yeah.
Drew a blank there. But yeah, this is an agreement, that renewal agreement. The end of the 20-year lease, original 20-year lease was up. Actually, that was the second 20-year lease.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're just renewing it. What we did do with this one though is instead of making it a 20-year lease, it's actually a 5-year lease with 2 5-year renewals in it. So the total will be 15 if it's renewed, but rather than having a 20-year agreement, we have the opportunity if for some reason something comes up that we need that.
This is the Commons, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think between Chesterland and Russell Township, they are the two that fund that, I believe. Is that right?
I believe it's mostly just Russell.
Yeah. I think Chesterland pitches in it.
They might, I don't know
think
that,
so.
I know Russell's part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Russell's mentioned in the agreement. so.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Motion, please.
So move.
Second?
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye. Very good.
And then the next item is a resolution 19-84 for the Board of Elections. They're obtaining, all 88 counties are getting a $50,000 grant from the state for security, but it needs to go into a separate fund, and the Secretary of State's requiring that fund to be interest-bearing. So what this is, there's already an existing fund, we're just amending that fund so that it can have an interest bearing.
Is this something new for Board of Elections?
It is, it's something that the Secretary of State just came up with recently and
Were they
sent
worried
out.
about the
They have to-
2020 elections or
Yeah.
something?
They're getting the money, they have to utilize all 50,000 by January 31st of next year to cover it, and then,
If not, they have to
If-
give
if
it
they-
back by
yeah.
the end of June.
yeah.
And so what would be an example of security?
It's gonna be, they're gonna actually have, the state's coming in and doing a physical security audit on them next month. It's actually the Thursday of fair, so we won't,
Yeah.
Glenn will be here for that. And then security with regards to the electronic voting.
Okay.
So the computer systems.
I mean, don't they do
backup
that to some
generators and
extent?
things like
Extending
that.
their-
They do a lot of the stuff already, and some of
Yeah.
this, they're actually be able to utilize some of these funds to reimburse for some of the work they've already done.
Mhm.
And so it's,
Is it based on the population of your county, or is it everybody gets 50?
I believe all 88 counties are just getting a $50,000
Huh.
grant, so.
I'm not a math whiz, but just curious.
88
Yeah.
township, 4.4 million, somewhere like
Yeah,
that.
right around there.
But that's all coming through the Secretary of State. I believe, actually, it's been a while since I read the Secretary of State's paperwork they sent out, but I think that money that they got from the feds
Okay,
to then distribute for.
I see, okay.
I could be wrong on that though.
Yeah.
I think it's to do with Homeland Security.
Yeah,
Oh,
is that
yeah.
what it was? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're getting ready for the election. It's gonna be a circus for sure.
Right.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, If we could get a motion on number 12, please.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Clayton?
Yes. And then, water resources.
This is just actually for NOACA to
Oh.
appoint Steve
Oh, yeah.
as the alternate for Commissioner Dvorak on the Water Quality Subcommittee.
Very good.
Yeah, because then
It's actually recommended.
he's more the expert on the water resources.
Sure,
And
sure.
then I sit at these meetings, and they're getting dollars for wastewater treatment plants and things like that. And I just figured Jerry would be the right, he's an
Or
expertise on
Steve,
this.
yeah,
Steve,
yeah.
yeah. Steve.
I don't want to do
Not
it.
Jerry.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But Steve said he was interested, so I figured, well,
Good.
he could be my alternate and
Very good.
get more information back.
Excellent. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye. Talking about Steve, he put his name in for mental health board,
Yes.
and, I mean, I would, support that move if, I mean, he said, I talked to him yesterday, he's interested, I don't know if you've talked to him yet, Jim, but I would, be comfortable with appointing him to the, mental health board. If you wanna do that today, we could.
Or do you want to review them all?
Yeah.
Because you have three
So
to
it's-
do
yeah.
for mental health.
So,
Yeah.
so it's kind of all equal, and we can all three
Yeah.
decide together.
Yeah, we could wait for Ralph, that's right.
Yeah.
We'll do it next Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, okay. I'd like to get these done, no, these drag on, I know it's difficult to get people to commit to it, but, we gotta try and put an effort in to get it done too, so. I know we had a pretty good
Yeah, I sent
response.
you all of the stuff that we had. We
I
had
saw
5
that.
for mental health and 3 or 4 for the library, so.
Yeah. Looks
So-
like a good group.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, the response was great. The library was telling us there was nobody else interested, and, so I'm glad to see that people have at least
Yeah.
took notice, yeah.
3 in addition to their request for the reappointment,
Right.
so.
Which is great. Okay, so acknowledgements, boards, meetings coming up, we have, revisions. Solid Waste District has been changed to next Tuesday at 1 PM. That'll be the director's interview process. We'll continue that and the search for a new director there. ADP board meeting also that day. That's gonna be tough. Probably won't be able to be at that. None of us will, I guess. So maybe, are you coming with us to Solid Waste too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been asked if I'm with you, so.
Well, we may, I don't know if we can send somebody else as a representative.
Adrian?
Adrian? Just so we have somebody in
Supposed to have somebody
attendance?
there.
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh, you got two meetings at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trouble
ADP.
meeting up
ADP.
with the one.
I think it's a pretty short meeting. It's not, from what I saw, the agenda looks like it's just maybe a item or two on contract renewal or something.
Okay.
So do I have a motion to appoint Adrian as an alternate for the ADP board meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner DeWitt?
Yes.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes. Okay. And,
I'll be so happy with you.
yeah, thanks, yeah, right. Okay, other than that, so then we're into August here, believe it or not. All right, any, questions, comments, anything? No? Yeah,
Yeah, Diane Jones,
Yeah.
Auburn. Are you saying that the ADP agenda has been sent out?
I think so.
Okay,
I
so
can't-
there is a quorum.
I think it's been sent out. The agenda for this upcoming meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next Tuesday.
yeah,
So there definitely is a quorum. There will be a meeting.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if
Okay.
they're gonna be sending out if there's a quorum or not, and depends on who shows up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it
They
was,
schedule the meeting whether everybody shows up or not.
right, I think that it looked,
That's
if
how
I,
we covered our side of it.
yeah, I think I saw it last week, and it was just something brief about a contract renewal. I didn't really get into it, but,
okay.
sorry.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Jessica? Did you have
I
something?
kept you guys for a minute.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Okay, other than that, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Alright. Thank you. Enjoy this nice day.